Hollywood is a fairly small town, and because of this, there are tons of unexpected connections between celebrities that fans never really expected. Sometimes these celebrities carry a different second name, making it even harder to truly find out who's related to who. But in today's video, we'll be making things simple by revealing famous people who you probably didn't know were related to each other. So let's dive right in. Starting at number 10, it's Kate Middleton and the Fanning sisters.
Great to think, but it's amazing that, we've been remembering, and remembrance has been part.
Hey, who, what, where? I'm Dakota Fanning, and today we're going behind the look.
But I was thinking Amelia Earhart. You can have planes flying.
While they might not exactly be first cousins, Kate Middleton is related to the Fanning sisters. Well, sort of. A historian from the online website Ancestry.com revealed that Dakota and Elle Fanning have a lineage that goes all the way back to England's King Edward III. He ruled back in the 14th century, so we're talking about some seriously old ancestry here. As it turns out, Kate's mother Carol is also a direct descendant of the king. This makes Kate and the two Fanning sisters very, very distant cousins. Hey, if you go back far enough, we're all kind of related though, aren't we? Next at number 9, it's Margaret Qualley and Andie MacDowell.
Melissa.
Hi, Philip.
Wow. Guess it's been a long time.
Love, you're obsessed. I want to see you happy and fulfilled.
This is another situation where the name doesn't really give it away. Margaret is relatively new to Hollywood, but she's already managed to amaze people with her acting chops. With roles in shows like The Leftovers, she's becoming a mainstay on our screens, and we honestly think she deserves it. The actress also appeared in Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which is probably her favorite role of ours to date. Fans of hers might already know all about this, but did you all know that she's actually related to Andie MacDowell? And they're not distantly related at all. In fact, Andie is her mother. MacDowell is a legend when it comes to romantic comedy movies and has appeared in a bunch of famous films over the years. Because the two actresses don't share a last name, not a lot of people are aware that they're related. Moving to number 8, it's Emily Blunt and Stanley Tucci.
Starting off.
Seems like maybe you might want to push.
Emily and Stanley might not be related through blood, but they're still family. The two are in-laws because Stanley is married to Felicity Blunt, Emily's sister. Interestingly enough, Felicity and Stanley met each other for the first time at Emily's wedding to John Krasinski back in 2010. And since then, the two have become iconic Hollywood couples with 2 children, as well as 3 kids from Tucci's previous marriage. Can you imagine finding your future partner at your sister's wedding? Especially when it turns out to be the famous movie star Stanley Tucci. Well, we suppose when your sister is Emily Blunt, then it's definitely not the most unbelievable thing to happen. Still, we feel like this is something straight out of a romantic comedy movie. Hollywood, let's get a big screen adaptation of this going. At number 7, we've got Tracee Ellis Ross and Diana Ross.
Eye cream? I don't know how you pronounce it. I think it's Yukon. I like the teeniest little bit.
Definitely not the most surprising connection, since they do share the same last name. Tracee Ellis Ross is the daughter of Diana Ross, though we think the sitcom star has managed to carve a place out for herself in Hollywood. She might be the daughter of an absolute icon, but she's managed to become a fan favorite when it comes to television. Having starred in shows like Blackish and Girlfriends, it's safe to see Tracee is living up to her mother's legacy. Tracee stated in an interview once that being her mother's child means that she's had some really big shoes to fill. Diana is an international icon and is beloved by millions all over the world. And of course, she's opened tons of roads for people and broken barriers. Still, we think Tracee's work in the sitcom world isn't anything to scoff at. For our number 6 spot, we've got Florence Pugh and Toby Sebastian.
To hear about what happened.
I'm sorry.
If you're not living under a rock, then it's pretty much impossible to not know about Florence Pugh. She's become a household name in Hollywood nowadays, thanks in no small part to her amazing roles in Midsommar and Little Women. But did you know that she's actually got an older brother? Toby Sebastian and Florence are actually related, despite having different last names. While her brother doesn't have the same level of stardom as her, he's had a bit of experience in the television world. In fact, he even had a role in the biggest television show ever, Game of Thrones. The actor played the short-lived Tristan Martell in the show's 5th and 6th seasons. He wasn't too bad in the series. Too bad the Dorne plotline got handled so terribly. We definitely think he would have been able to become a breakout star because of the show if he was actually given a bit more screen time. Oh well, at least there's one famous actor in the family. At number 5, it's Jason Sudeikis and George Wendt. The Ted Lasso star is related to George Wendt. Jason is the comedian's nephew. Wendt is best known for his role in Cheers. Speaking in regard to their relationship, Jason stated that George was always very encouraging. That said, it wasn't like George was always there for him at every step. Like he didn't take Sudeikis to the park and and teach him things like comic timing. So, for the most part, Jason had his own work cut out for him. Still, his uncle managed to be a glowing example that it was actually possible to succeed in this field. He taught Jason that it was actually possible to succeed as an actor, giving him the motivation to continue. And hey, that's exactly what family is for, we think. For number 4, we've got Christian Bale and Gloria Steinem.
Financiers were saying, we're going to give you no money, and then actually kicked the two of us off.
Bale is about as famous as it gets in Hollywood. The Oscar-winning actor has appeared in numerous amazing films over his career, but it seems that he's not the only person in his family who's been doing some amazing work. He's related to Gloria Steinem, who's a legend in her own right. The feminist icon and writer is his stepmother. In 2000, she married Christian's father, David. This was 3 years before his death. Bale was apparently not even aware of the wedding until way later. The actor stated that he found the news later on. He was in Germany at the time of the wedding. Hey, we're sure finding out that Gloria Steinem is your stepmother is a great surprise. At number 3, we've got Brandy and Ray J and Snoop Dogg. That's quite a lot of talent for just one family, don't you think? The siblings are apparently the first cousins of the rapper. They talked about their family ties back in 2006 during an interview with MTV. They mentioned that they wanted to succeed in their own right and didn't want to ride their cousins' coattails. Snoop has discussed their relationship in the past. He mentioned Brandy as his first cousin. He added that they never really told the world because they weren't really tripping off of that. But yes, they're actually family. Moving to number 2, it's Tom Hanks and Fred Rogers.
You got paid to say funny things to people with a microphone.
Yes, and I couldn't hear the...
Yeah, as per a deep dive done by Ancestry.com, Tom Hanks is apparently a distantly related cousin to the beloved Mr. Rogers. The records highlighted that the two are related through a shared 5-times great-grandfather. He was a German immigrant named Johannes Mefford and was born in 1732. If you go even deeper, then it seems that the two are also descended from 2 brothers who fought for American independence in the Revolutionary War. That's quite a lot of history to uncover from 2 people who might never even have found out about their connection had it not been for Ancestry.com. It just goes to show how people tend to be more related to one another than we tend to realize. Who knows, even you might be related to one of the celebrities we've mentioned on this list. If there's anything we've learned from all of these celebrity connections, it's that we shouldn't rule out the possibility entirely, though we doubt we're going to be getting invited to anyone's personal mansion anytime soon. Finally, our number 1 spot goes to Nicolas Cage and Francis Ford Coppola and Jason Schwartzman. Nicolas Cage is actually a part of the Hollywood Coppola dynasty, though due to a lack of a common surname, most people are completely unaware of his connection. The star's father is August Coppola, a film executive. August is the brother of Francis Ford Coppola, the iconic director behind the Godfather film. Of course, this connection also means that he's related to Coppola and Jason Schwartzman. The two are his first cousins. Talking about why he didn't use the same name as the other members of his family, Cage stated that he was always a scared little boy when he had that name, and he sort of had to reinvent himself in order to make his dreams come true. Considering he's one of the most famous celebrities in Hollywood, we think he definitely managed to achieve that, and a lot more. It looks like sometimes it's better to drop your family name if it means you can avoid the added pressure that comes with it. That's a wrap for this video. Which of these unexpected celebrity connections managed to surprise you the most? Comment below, give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you at the next one.